Hello again, my friends. Here is a short relationship story. Title: Am I wrong for breaking up with my girlfriend after moving in together? I'm a 25-year-old guy who moved in with my girlfriend, who's 24, 3 weeks ago. She picked the place and, although her name is on the lease, I paid half of the deposit and covered the first month's rent since she couldn't afford it. I also took care of the first month's bills. She works part-time and used her savings to furnish the place to her liking, despite my objections. I felt she overspent and that the money could have been better allocated elsewhere. On Monday, when I came home, she had a few friends over. She had ordered food, and since I usually come home at 5, she was surprised to see me an hour earlier. Her friends were a bit drunk, and one made some odd comments, which I initially dismissed as alcohol-induced. I went to shower. When I came out, her friends and sister were quoting poetry I had written to my girlfriend and were being quite touchy. I found it strange and asked if they had heard that. They said they had just read my love letters to her before watching a movie. My girlfriend was laughing along with them. Her sister made an inappropriate remark about wanting me to treat her the way I treated my girlfriend. I was furious, but since they were drunk, I thought it best not to confront her then. I left for my mom's house. On Tuesday, my girlfriend called me 17 times, which I ignored, and sent numerous texts asking why I wasn't home. On Wednesday, I told her in person how hurt I was that she shared my intimate letters with her friends and overshared about our private life. She brushed it off, saying it was just a joke and that no one was hurt. She said the girls were impressed with me, which is why they got a little handsy. She argued that once I gave her the letters, they were hers to share as she pleased. I told her that I am my own person and can decide not to share more of myself with her. Today, she came to my mom's house to apologize, wanting me to come back and talk it out. I refused and told her we were through. When she wouldn't leave, I drove to my dad's place, where I am now. She kept texting me, accusing me of being ashamed for leaving her. She got her friends and sister to apologize and urged me to return home now that they had said sorry. I told them I was home and that since my name wasn't on the lease and I wasn't respected as an equal in her home, I no longer wanted to be with her. Luckily, I hadn't moved most of my stuff there. I blocked her when she kept calling and texting. She then got a mutual male friend to contact me, calling me a jerk. I blocked him too. Then his girlfriend texted me, telling me not to blow things out of proportion. I'm almost certain I did the right thing, but maybe I should talk it out with her before cutting all contact. Update. After reading a lot of the advice here and discussing it with my family and friends, it seems best not to continue my relationship. I haven't contacted her directly, but I went with my brother and a friend to collect my things while she was visiting her parents on a pre-booked trip. I left the key with my brother to give to her on Friday evening. She refused to take it from him, insisting I return it myself. My brother told her that wouldn't happen because of a TikTok post she made, revealing more details from my letters, including mentioning my sister by name and her miscarriages. This forced my sister to tell my mother about it, which brought up a lot of trauma for her. My sister is now not speaking to me because she felt I shouldn't have shared that information with anyone. I agree. It was a violation on my part, even though I was seeking emotional support from my girlfriend. My ex took down the post, hoping it would get me to meet with her. When she realized that wouldn't happen, she put up another post telling her side of the story. In the series of posts, she was looking for the letters to show her followers, but I had already taken them when I collected my things. I burned all of them. I won't be writing letters to any new romantic partners anytime soon. Her sister has been to my mother's house a few times, trying to get me to help with the rent. According to my ex, if I hadn't agreed to pay the rent, she wouldn't have overspent on setting up her home the way she wanted. Even if she sells the stuff, she won't get the original price for it, so she feels it's my fault for making her lose money. She contacted the landlord, filming for her TikTok viewers while on the phone with him. He denied her request to break the lease without penalties, so she has to pay the remaining months. I asked for my deposit through my friend while he was on loudspeaker so I could hear her without speaking directly. I knew I wouldn't get my part back, but at least he tried. She called him a lot of names, then phoned back and apologized, hoping he would tell me to call her to clear up the misunderstanding and get back together. She has now taken down all the posts about me. I don't know if she will upload them again once it sinks in that we are through. She phoned my brother again to make me speak to her so she could explain. He met her a few hours ago and finally gave her the key, telling her she could either take it or we would return it to the landlord. She called him an hour after he dropped off the keys, wanting to talk to me and asking for forgiveness, claiming she realized her mistake and it wouldn't happen again. She wanted me to return the love letters, but my brother told her they were burnt. She got upset, so my brother cut her off. She called back more apologetic, asking what she needed to do to make me come back. He asked if she would be okay with me sharing her nudes and clips with my male friends, a question he posed without consulting me. She said she wouldn't be okay with it. This double standard completely turned me off. She told my brother that anything received in a romantic relationship should stay private. It's not that she doesn't understand what she did was wrong, she expects me to be okay with it because, in her mind, her feelings matter more in the relationship. She also thinks that because I'm taller and bigger than her, I shouldn't have felt threatened by her friends or sister, as I wasn't in any real danger. My brother then blocked her as she repeatedly called him, leaving crying and then angry messages to delete her nudes. Her sister left an angry message with the friend who helped me ask for the deposit, threatening that if I ever leaked her nudes, I wouldn't live to regret it. She told him to pass on the message that there is something she is very insecure about sharing regarding her body, and she doesn't want me to share it without her consent. I am getting a new number as my current plan allows it. I am moving forward from this and hoping to make better decisions in the future. Thank you to everyone who provided helpful advice.